So yesterday I made a video about investing over $250,000 into AMC stock if you guys got the video to 1,000 likes. And about 2 hours after uploading that video, you guys absolutely destroyed it. I opened a position, not including the position that I had in AMC on my Webull trading platform, but over $300,000 is the position that I had in AMC with my Fidelity account. This is what happened. One of the things that I want to share with you is just because I do something never means that you should as well. We're all at different levels in the idea of what we can tolerate when it comes down to risk management. The more experience and the more confidence you have, the more you could potentially take on when it comes down to maybe things going south. So make sure that you do your future self a favor and never put yourself in a position in which you are not ready to actually manage, right? I think that's the easiest way to put it. So I posted on my Instagram. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, the link is in the description. First off, I only have one Instagram account. There's a bunch of fake ones out there. I opened a position of over $300,000 into AMC. Little heads up, my video yesterday was talking about $250,000. If the video gets over 1,000 likes, I already had a little bit under $80,000 into AMC stock. I just added an additional $250K. Like I told you, I was buying an additional $250K, right? Today, I'm up a little bit over $13,000. But I want to be open with you guys on my intention and what I'm still holding, right? I just recently shared on Instagram. So again, if you don't follow me on Instagram, this is where we'll get up to date kind of like updates on maybe specific positions. So again, make sure you follow me. But I got filled at 41.25. I sold 2,833 shares and an additional 1,500 shares at 41.58. So with a total of, I had about 8,330 shares, if I'm not mistaken. Now I have a little bit over 3,000, almost 4,000 shares alone on my Fidelity that I'm still holding at this level. And I'm still holding 2,000 shares on my Webull. So altogether, I have about 5,000 to 6,000 shares of AMC stock, which is still a pretty heavy position. I don't want to pretend like I'm holding the entire 8,300 shares on Fidelity and 2,000, like 10,000 shares. Like, I like being open with you guys. We're at a potential price point. I like to talk about the potential for the upside, and I like to talk about the risk in place, right? There's two sides to every opportunity, and you'll see in the comment section. There's people that are okay with talking about the risk, and other people that will say, what the heck, AMC is not a risky stock. Okay, well, a non-risky stock doesn't drop 15 or 20% in a day, right? I love talking and sharing my thought process behind a trade, but I like to be very open with you guys. One of the reasons that I reduced my position size is we're at the SMA line. We're at the moving average on the 4-hour time frame. I would love to buy back with an additional 3,000 to 4,000 shares. I'd really love to step on the gas. But last time we got rejected and we pulled on back. This time we're already trading above the EMA and it's looking a little bit better. But I didn't want to hope that it just continues to rally. I thought I would keep it very simple. Hear me out. I would sell a portion of my position, about half, to lock in profits. And if it breaks above the moving average and if it begins to trade above $42 or $43, then guess what? What's the beautiful thing about the stock market? I can always get back in. Yeah, I miss out on $1, but I take on none of that risk with that additional position size, right? So if it pulls on back, then I can take the position that I sold and all those shares and all that money I have left over and buy back at a cheaper price. It's kind of the best of both worlds. I'm at a potential resistance, so I reduce my position. If we break above, I can buy back in. But if we pull back, then I can buy back at the lower level by having a lighter position. It's a win-win in my eyes, and that's how I like to trade. I'm not here to pretend like I'm an ape. I've never said to be. I've never cared to be. I like to talk about my thought process behind a trade and to share it with you. I'm not right 100% of the time, and just like I share my red days with you, I of course share my green days. So today alone, I'm up $3,000 on AMC when it comes down to my Webull account, and I'm up another $13,000. I'm probably up a little bit more now on my Fidelity account, but I'm up another $13,000, so $16,000 total today. Wanted to update you guys again. And this is what it's all about. We choose to take advantage of opportunities that make sense to us, and we lock in profits when it makes sense to us. I'm not going to lock in profits or hold a position to please someone else, because if this stock pulls on back, they're not going to pay my bills, they're not going to cover my losses, and they're not going to cover yours either, right? Do your future self a favor and focus on yourself. If that is viewed as selfish, then guess what? So be it. I am here to trade for my future self, not to please other people. I treat AMC like any other trade, any other stock, as that's what it is to me. I love taking advantage of the direction and the opportunity, but I don't get too emotional about it or too attached and hope that something happens and just leave it up to hope. It is our actions that need to make sense for us to be able to put ourselves in positions where our future selves can thank us for. So wanted to update you guys on this. Same thing with TQQQ. It's a pretty decent day. It's looking a little bit more on the overbought side. Look at the RSI, look at the MACD, look at the SMA line or the moving average as a potential resistance level. It wouldn't be much of a surprise if it begins to pull on back. And as you can see, going from 150 shares, I reduced my position to 50 shares. Why? Well, because I view it to be overbought, and based off of this, I view it to be able to potentially pull on back. So I reduced my position size to have money left over to be able to buy the dip. That's simple. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. We had an amazing live trading session today with the Learn Plan Profit Group. We talked about, why we were locking in profits when it was trading above $41. We waited for that pullback on the 1 day, 1 minute chart. If you guys saw that, right? We waited for that pullback and we bought back in and rode it back up again. Now the direction's in our favor. It's continuous, it's bullish, and we're soaking it all up, right? Trade when it makes sense, not just when you want to. And this is what the live trading sessions are all about. Not to copy what it is that I do, but to understand the thought process. So if you guys want to join our live trading session as soon as market open on Monday, make sure you click the second link down below, and I'll see you at market open. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.